you've been in the independent scene for a few years there, and then there's an opportunity to work for OVW. So, do you get to work for OVW prior to being signed to a developmental deal? And, do you start working for them and then this opportunity arises after you've already been there for a while?
Yeah, so the OVW thing happened as I networked through the years. I had met a lot of friends, and I was dating Judas Young at the time, and he was a wrestler. So I was friendly with his group of guy friends and wrestlers. So his friend Inferno Kid Danny Jamundo actually, and I would manage Inferno against my boyfriend. The chemistry just worked better that way. So we had a great dynamic, but he had gone down to OVW and moved to Kentucky. And he had told me about a tryout training camp that they were having. Well, told both of us because my boyfriend was wrestling too, but he had some injuries. So he was like, just come. Like, I was a weekend warrior at that time. I went on the weekends and I was like, I'm going to send an application. I'm never going to get picked. Right. But what you have to understand is OVW was OVW. And yes, the developmental for WWE was there, but it was very clear that you were there for OVW, not for WWE. So I sent my application. I'm like, I'm never going to get picked. So I get picked and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got picked. And then I was like, I'll go. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I do that every weekend. Like, what's the big deal? I didn't care. So I went, and there was a lot of guys, and I was one of two girls. And I don't even know what happened to the other girl. I think like the second day, like she just hid in the bathroom or something. I don't even remember, but I knew a lot of the workers. Pat Buck was there. Damian Adams was there. So I had networked, and there was a lot of like independent guys. So we did matches, we did promos, we did the whole weekend. And Inferno actually, so I was able to visit with Inferno. So I was able to visit with him at the end of the night after we did practices and stuff all day. So just did the weekend, and came Monday, Tuesday, I came home and just called Danny Davis, who owns OVW. And I just said, hey, I really appreciate the time. I had a great time, and thank you so much. And never thought anything would come of it, but Danny said that they really enjoyed what I did and thought I had great potential and would love to invite me to OVW, and made it very clear that does not mean you're getting signed. That doesn't mean you're getting in front of WWE. That you're coming down for OVW. So it kind of just happened. And ironically, I was in a job that I loved. I was making good money, 401k, all of this stuff. And I took the biggest risk, and I quit my job and I moved to Kentucky without my boyfriend, to waitress during the day and do wrestling school at night, and get on any show I possibly could. So I thankfully, networking, the girl who was doing the Wednesday TV show, she was the ring girl, couldn't make it. And I was like, can I do it? Can I do it? Like, I just kind of jumped in there and started to be the ring girl every Wednesday for their TV tapings. And, I just, met Cliff and Jimmy from there, and it snowballed into an opportunity very quickly. So I'm very blessed for that. I had a long time on the independents. I marinated enough. I needed another step to learn advanced stuff. So it evolved very quickly, which I'm very grateful for, because it takes a long time for a lot of people. So I'm very happy I threw caution to the wind and took a chance.
Network, that's the way we play. Good God Almighty. Network, that's the way we play. Get puppies. Network, that's the way we play. Get.
The following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.